Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. Do you know why I just absolutely enjoy chatting with you guys whenever you reach out to me? It's because you're what's known as directional decision educated. This isn't like when you and I were in school and we were learning about, say, parallelograms. And I remember looking at the teacher and going, when am I ever going to use this? And she's like, well, Dawn, right now we're just trying to get you graduated, much less figuring out what you're going to do after that. So let's just focus on the task in front of us. So how often do you use parallelograms? I'm going to tell you right now, it does not come up frequently in me helping you turn your dreams into reality. So what does directional decision educated mean? It means that you have a passion about something and you are self-educated about it, which means that you will utilize what you're learning and you will turn it into your identity. And what are you passionate about? You are passionate about bringing yourself out at your very best. This is the reason why we hang together like this. Okay, so I'm here today for two, maybe three things that we really need to get into. Number one is you may be looking at going the wrong direction and improving the quality of your life. There are three categories. We've moved out of one. The majority of people are moving into the other, and you don't ever want to ride the wave of the mediocre masses because it will pull you down to their level of pain. So let's cover that. Then the second thing we're going to talk about is what it's like to work with me. And the third thing is why you need to know about this now, because come July 1st, some things are going to change and I want you to get the full benefit of what I'm offering you. Okay, so let's get to the three categories that hold the power, energy, and potential for us moving forward. They're known as aspire, motivation, and identity. A lot of people are like, yeah, Dawn, can you help me be motivated? That's not where you are right now. How do I know that? Because that's what happened several weeks ago whenever we went into lockdown. When your freedoms are taken away, that's when you need to be focusing on how to keep yourself moving into progress instead of then accidentally slipping into pain avoidance. So motivation, hey, that ship has already sailed. It's out of the harbor because now places are opening back up. You've got your freedom back, so you're not looking to be motivated. The very powerful part of your mind known as the subconscious, motivation, it's not going to be moved by it. Now, a lot of people, because of different experiences that have happened, are focusing on their identity. It's what I call mission, vision, purpose, path. And that is where the masses are going. What's our identity? How can we upgrade our identity? But in case you haven't noticed, there's a lot of pain going on with that identity. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't be looking at it, but if you get into step, if you get into sync with where the masses are going, you're going to experience what they want you to have. This is the reason why I'm in your life, because I'm saying, hey, as a leader, you always need to be 3 to 4 weeks ahead of everybody else. You cannot be at the same level they are, or you will get what they decide you should have in life. So instead, you need to be looking at, what do you aspire to? What is your status? What is it that you want out of life? And so there may be something this summer that you want to have. It could be the vacation of a lifetime. Maybe it's adding on to your home, or maybe purchasing a home. It could be the upgrade in the car. It could be going after a certification. Hey, train with me, and I'll teach you how to do what I do for others, but with your own identity attached to it. There's something you want in the physical environment, in the physical plane, but you are not going to get it by focusing on the manifestation. You only get it by focusing on you and your status. So status says that there has to be comparison. And that comparison for most people is, well, how am I compared to other people? And you'll use the 5 to thrive. You'll use money, health, relationships, career, and untapped potential. What's the next area you want to discover? No, you cannot do that, because that leads to keeping up with the Joneses, and you're never going to have enough. You're never supposed to be enough. That's very healthy, because there's always something else about you to be explored, and that's the true meaning of status. This is the reason why leaders in the athletic field will compare their times. How fast did they run? How high did they jump? How many points did they get? They'll compare it to their last workout. That's the true meaning of status. You compare it to who you were yesterday. So the subconscious must have comparison. It cannot manage what it cannot measure. By the way, the more status you have as far as moving forward into your leadership, taking charge, being the one to act, having resilience when things go south, being able to look at risk mitigation, saying, yeah, I know that there's some risk, there's some failure, but I've compared it and I can no longer stay stuck. This type of status is the number one predictor for the happiness that you're going to have in life, because you're moving towards who you really are, and that's what brings the identity along with you. Okay. So, you need to start looking at what it is that you want to have this summer. Or for my elite level VIP clients that I work with, it's, what do you want to become famous for in the next 90 days? What do you want to be known for? And after we look at that, then we can look at the identity, the focus, the emotional optimization, and as well as the implementation that needs to take place in you moving forward. Not only that, but we also have to do that risk mitigation by looking at how could you possibly fuck all of this up? Yeah, because that's going to happen. We already know it. It's coming. So we need to put together a plan to handle it whenever everything goes south for you. This is what a true leader does. Okay. This is how I assist others, utilizing hypnosis to bring all parts of your personality together in a way that you're going to get rapid results as quick as possible. See, the person who has the most intimate, caring, loving relationship with all parts of them, their past self, their present self, and the potential self of the future. The one that has the best relationship with those three is the one that's the leader that the rest of us admire and go, that's what I want. And you can only look at somebody, point at them and go, that's what I want. If you already possess the ability to do it for yourself, it's known as mirror neurons, and you're only going to notice what you already have the potential for. But that also goes the other way. You can notice how people are acting like complete idiots, and you can agree with them because you hold the potential to do the same thing. All right, what do we need to do to start moving you forward? And what's it look like when you work with me? Why do you need to know about this now? Because July 1st, something's happening. Okay. So when you work with me, we're looking at 2 hours together. The first half of it is going to be rapid results coaching, where we're going to discover more about you and what you're capable of. Then the hypnosis session is meant to turn that potential into your everyday reality. So we're together 2 hours. First half coaching, second half then implementing and putting it all together. There's also a plan of action that you're going to have that goes along with everything that we will have worked on together to keep you moving forward. Okay. Then you have a follow-up call with me to be held approximately no more than 3 weeks after your session, because we're going to look at what's working the very best for you, and then I'm going to share with you how you can start accelerating those results. And then you also get lifetime access to my Life Mastery through Self-Hypnosis course, because I don't want you to be dependent upon me to improve the quality of your life. Depend on yourself for bringing you out at your very best. You come see me whenever you want to accelerate that process. So I want to teach you what it is that you need to know to continually bring yourself out at your very best. That mission, vision, purpose, path, that's your identity. So you actually get what's known as Jumpstart Your Success package when you work with me. And that investment is $397. This is what happens July 1st. That is going to go up to $500, and it is going to be very limited on how many people that I can take. Now, my associates will still be at a $397 investment. You'll still be able to reach out to them or reach out to us and work with one of them if you need to at that lesser price point. But if you want to turn your wound into wealth, if you want to give your pain a purpose for progress, if you want to bring out the leader that you truly are, that's my area of expertise. We're not just looking at symptoms. We're just not looking at the wounds that you have. We're not looking at the excuses of why things haven't worked in the past. We're using all of that to pedestal you for your next level of success. But I am now limited in my capacity of how many people I can take on. So you have between now and, June 30th to reach out to me, 636-699-7791. You can call me and leave a message, or you can send a text and say, Dawn, I need to talk to you because I want in at this special pricing before things go up. And then something else you want to know is that after you work with me the first time, you have access to what's known as my VIP program. My VIP program is where we can work together utilizing hypnosis as well as 2 coaching calls every single month, and you get an incredible savings on that. But you have to have worked with me first in a private session. And that VIP program is month to month, which means that if you want it, great. If you're like, okay, I worked with Dawn this month and I'm going to hold off and I'm not going to do anything else for maybe 6 or 7 months, and then, hey, I need her again. You have that ability, because once you become a member of the VIP program, that price is held for you for a year. But even that VIP program with me is going up. So to be able to access any of the benefits at the investment I have for you right now, you need to either call or you need to text 636-699-7791. You need to tell me it's me that you want to talk to, and I'll let you know what consult times I have. Let's get you started. But remember, it's Aspire. What are you aspiring to? What's the next level of status? And you have got to compare yourself against who you used to be, but you also have to say, who do I want to become by the end of this summer? That's the identity we're going for. Okay, until we get together, blessings on your journey and your brilliance. It's time you light up the world even brighter. Bye now.